Today's session will talk about how talent leaders can identify new roles and responsibilities to empower their workforce. What are the challenges within talent transformation that need immediate attention and the evolving needs of this role transformation, and much more. In today's freewheeling conversation on role transformation and its relevance in today's world of work, I have with me Jeeva Balakrishnan, Senior Vice President and Chief Talent Officer at Reliance Retail, and Minaxi Indra, President, upGrad for Business. Welcome, both of you.
And we looked at the employee learning cycle and then divided it into 5 stages. So the first stage is ready to jumpstart. When somebody is joining an organization, we want to make sure that they understand the organization, they align with our organization culture. At the same time, they are also very clear about of the expectation from their role. So we call it as role-based certifications. So the role-based certifications, you asked me a challenge, that is one of the bigger challenge. We want to make sure that how quickly they become productive, how quickly they become, they are contributing back to the organization. So that is a stage we need to really spend a lot of time and efforts. That's called, we call it as role-based certification. The stage is ready to jumpstart. The second stage is strive to perform. When somebody is settled in the organization, rather after a few months, they are doing all those things, but still there will be some gaps in terms of their performance, in terms of their competency or skills. So we want to address, as an organization, we want to address the gaps in their performance or competencies. So that's where we have something called Foundation Skills Academy. We have something called continuous learning interventions, competency-based learning interventions, so that these initiatives will help them to identify the skill gaps and help to fill it up. So it's completely democratized. There is no nominations or recommendation from anyone to take up these courses. Based on the feedback, the employees are completely at liberty to choose what they want to learn, and then they can learn. So this is the second stage. And the third stage is aspire to grow. That's where the in-house talent is playing. We are addressing the needs of in-house talent. So yeah, I'm doing well and I've been performing really well in the organization. But what next? How I'm going to really grow within the organization? That's where the aspect to grow stage comes in place. So we have a very structured functional capability academies for every functions. And then there are different levels of certifications for them so that they can build their capability, understand the need-based or role-based requirements or competency-based learning, and they get certified. And then they are available in internal talent marketplace. So there is a push approach, there is a pull approach for them to grow within the organization. So these are the broader 3 stages, and the 4th stage and 5th stage we added recently. That's again keeping in mind that we are a future-ready organization. So yeah, I'm doing well, and I'm also growing with an organization. But what is my future? Will I be relevant for the future? So this is the kind of questions everyone will have, right? So then we have identified some of the future skills. We call it as Academy of Future Skills. And we are offering some 13 courses, 13 different future skills. It's not going to help them to in their current job, but it will really help them to prepare for the future. So this we are developing them, and there are more than 6,500 people have registered their expression of interest, and they are going through a journey, and more than 1,000 people have already got certified. And then we are also setting up our Tech Academy and Data Analytics Academy, because we are no more an offline physical retailer. We are also an omni-channel and online channel. So we need to really build our data analytics capability, at the same time technology capability. So that's how we prepare them for future. And the last one is, of course, leadership is not it's not a position, right? It is based on the behavior. It's not, at every stage of leadership, we want to make sure that people build their leadership capabilities. So the last one is build to lead. That's where we build the capabilities, leadership capabilities at every stage of their life, employee life cycle with the organization. Be it an entry-level manager or a senior-level leaders, everyone goes through a customized leadership development journey. That's why we have 5 stages, and that's how we democratize learning based on the employee life cycle. When we decided to work with upGrad, at least we are working on a few interventions, very interesting interventions. So one is our campus to corporate program, and the other one is building people for the future. So when I talk about Academy of Future Skills, and even some of the leadership interventions, we are working on several areas. The reason for choosing upGrad, one, of course, their ability to provide hybrid learning interventions. I don't think we are going to work only with the either or is gone. So the in-person training program or online program or only e-learning program is gone. So we need to really look at capability to deliver hybrid journeys.
So as we mentioned, Reliance Retail was a really engaging opportunity for us, and we're very thankful for the partnership with Jeeva and his extended team. So here, whether it was workshops to classroom sessions to virtual instructor-led sessions to we learn to self-paced, we used all of it. And the magnificence was that we were able to pace and place them to them in the manner that the Reliance employees wanted to consume the information. So if you could just take a step back, in 2020 during the pandemic, that's when Reliance launched their internal Reliance Future Skills Academy, which Jeeva touched upon. They offered programs in both tech and behavioral skills. We partnered with them on the soft skills development, on topics like complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, just to mention a couple. Approximately 10 odd batches were trained, and our collective motto was to build skills that ensure that the workforce is future ready. Now, a lot of companies talk about it, but Reliance Retail really brought this into the everyday of the engagement and the investment that they did.
Our management training, the campus to corporate program. The idea is to make sure that they are able to acclimatize with the organization culture very quickly. And the transition from campus to corporate is the important thing. So it's a 6 months journey. And as Minaxi rightly pointed out, the journey has been fantastic so far. It's not about just engagement. It is all about how they are quickly understanding the need of the organization and the deliverables of the organization. And now they are working on a capstone presentations project also. So which they are going to submit next month. So 6 months. And once they complete this journey, they will be able to quickly jump into their regular role. So already they are going through the functional training as well. So if I have to really look at some impact, the impact is they are able to quickly get into a corporate role in 6 months' time. So they'll be able to do their job, whatever they are going through. So there are about 67 trainees as of now, they are going through this. And coming to our feature skills or even some of the leadership skills, the numbers are really high. And I don't want to reveal all the numbers here, but the numbers are, as part of our organization, we look at any program, it's minimum 500 people. So that's what I think she mentioned it, 10 batches. So one program, 10 batches. That's the future skills, right? Now, that's how we look at it. And I think I also mentioned it some time back that there are about future skills alone, there are 6,500 people they have registered, and then they are going through a training program. So as and when we start, they are going through that. And that's our first edition. First edition, expression of interest. So we are running our 4th edition now. So the numbers are really interesting. And the kind of, if you want to really look at Reliance as an organization, to give you some perspective of the learning hours, I'm talking about learning hours. Last year, it is 14 million learning hours. 1 year, it is 14 million learning hours.
While Jeeva was speaking, I was actually reminded of a Harvard Business Review statement that has stayed with me, which said that treat skilling as a business investment, not an expense. And when I look at Jeeva, what Reliance Retail is doing, it stands true.
Thank you so much, Jeeva and Minaxi, for sharing your insights on this panel. And it was wonderful listening to both of you during this short yet meaningful conversation, learning more about all the initiatives and your partnership with upGrad. Thank you once again for being part of this conversation.